good morning.
Hello and good morning, happy person. How are you doing today?
I'm doing really well. How are you?
Very excited to share a conversation with you because this is my favorite time of year when PBS steps up here and says, hey, we've got 15 shorts that we want to show off to the rest of the world.
Yes, I am so excited about this year's PBS Short Film Festival. We launched July 15th, and so we are so excited to bring the 2024 Film Festival. Like you mentioned, 15 films. Our theme this year is story time.
Yes.
We're celebrating the art of short form storytelling. So we're excited.
I like that because that is where we are in history right now. We all want to hear stories and we want to see stories and we want to experience them because emotionally we're ready for them.
Absolutely. And I know that this film festival will definitely fit that bill because we have something for everyone. We have light stories that are just fun and, beautiful to watch. And, and then we go heavy. There's some films that are a little bit on the heavier side, but they're important to tell as well. And so we picked the theme of story time because it's not easy to tell a powerful, impactful story in roughly 8 to 12 minutes.
Yeah.
But these filmmakers do it year after year. So we're excited to provide them this platform to do so.
I'll tell you what, one of the things that I've noticed lately is short films are so popular, but I also believe it's also leading people to short stories. And I love that because it gives you that Reader's Digest kind of a vibe with the way that you guys showcase these stories.
Absolutely. I think that's really important because, just even as times change, one thing that will always be important is storytelling, from the time where just from the beginning of time, stories, that's how we thrive. And so it's just, I love the fact that short films and short stories still stand the test of time as, generations, coming up, they consume content in shorter periods, and consume it across all these different platforms. I just really feel like short stories and short films, they are perfect for that. And so it works incredibly well. And I really feel like that's how we've been able to put on the film festival for 13 years.
My wife and I are huge, very big fans of PBS, and we love being involved with our local PBS. One of the things that we both agree on is that we feel that PBS is redefining what a short film is. Musicals, animation, documentaries. You're allowing us out here to say, hey, you could have a short story inside of you that could become a film.
Absolutely. That, it's interesting. We are a Webby award-winning film festival. And one of the things that I said, when it was time to, do the acceptance speech, is, never stop telling your story. Everyone has a story, and it's important that those stories get out there. And so that's why I always say, when it comes to selecting the films in the film festival, I want to make sure that you or someone you love sees themselves in at least one film. And if I don't do that, then I didn't do my job. So it's really important that everyone, sees themselves or someone they love represented in these films. And then after that, the beautiful thing about a film festival, you can take it a step further and explore topics that you normally wouldn't be interested in. So it's a great way to be entertained and educated.
Speaking of what happens after the festival, what does happen to these shorts? I mean, do they then go out and try to market them to get them into independent theaters, art houses, and things?
It's so, I love this question because exposure provides them the opportunity to go so many different places. So if you look at some of the past winners, our Miss Diva Trucker, that was a film that was won the jury prize in 2021. And so it had the world premiere at the Big Sky Documentary Festival. And since then has been showcased at several other film festivals. Chili and Millie was our 2022 jury prize winner. This film went on to win a Webby later, and it was also an official selection in the Sundance Film Festival. So these films go on to do incredible things. And if not this, particular film itself, the one that was in the film festival, these filmmakers are provided with incredible opportunities. So PBS is so happy to provide this platform to just these well-deserved and hardworking filmmakers.
Well, we sit there and we read about all of these, the Cannes Film Festival, the Sundance Film Festival. We hear about that all the time. PBS is actually bringing it to us. We don't have to drive far to do it. We can just sit there in the comfort of our own living room on the flat screen and really experience this.
Absolutely. One of the things that I'm most proud of with the film festival is the accessibility.
Yes.
And that's why I love PBS. And that's why I've been working for PBS. It'll be 16 years next month.
Wow.
You don't do that unless you absolutely love a place. And I just love that PBS really is intentional about the accessibility. So these films are available on all of them will be available on the PBS app starting July 15th, as well as our PBS YouTube channel. We have a dedicated PBS Short Film Festival Facebook page, and then also on our website at pbs.org/film festival. So there's many ways to access all 15 of the films.
Now, is it cheating the system if I ask, is there a standout short this year?
It is absolutely not cheating the system. But I will say that, if you asked 5 different people, there were 8 or 9 screeners in this process. If you ask all of them, they'd have a different favorite, but I'll give you a couple. So one of my favorites is Saving Superman. So this film is presented by Illinois Public Media, one of our local PBS stations. And this is about a man who is on the autism spectrum, and he's a part of this community's big 4th of July celebration every single year. But his living conditions become threatened, and the town saves his home. And so this incredible story is told in like 8 to 10 minutes. And so that is one of my favorites, one of the ones that I thought about long after, watching it. But then we go, a little bit on the heavier side, Underground. This is presented by ITVS. This is about New York's packed subways. And, the personal space is violated so much, right? On a subway. So a lot of assault happens right there before people's eyes, and you don't even notice it. So this film talks about, it profiles people that have been assaulted, on the New York subway system. And so they use mixed media to tell this story, which I found very interesting. And so I'm interested to, see what conversations come out of that film. There's another film presented by the Center for Asian American Media. We call them CAAM. It's called Take Me Home. And this film is incredible. It's about these 2 sisters. They're both adults. One of them has a cognitive disability, and she has to call on the help of her sister when her mother falls ill. And to see the way that these sisters work together and their bond that grows out of, this devastating, thing that happens with their mom. It's another one that you just keep thinking about it after you watch it. But I could go on and on and on, but there's a lot of incredible films this year.
Oh my God. Where can people go to find out more about the festival? Because I want them on board and I want them talking about it in social media.
Yes. Oh, please. I'm right there with you. So you can access all of the films on the PBS app. You can find out more about the festival and, even look at some films that are still available from past festivals on the PBS Short Film Festival website. So that's pbs.org/film festival. We also have all of the films on our PBS YouTube channel, and we have our dedicated Facebook page, PBS Short Film Festival. So lots of places where you can access these films and get more information about the festival.
Wow. Please come back to this show anytime in the future. The door is always going to be open for you.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you having me.
Well, you be brilliant today, okay?
Oh, thank you. Same to you.